don't know what the World Federation, when basically Chinese athletes and the European forces. Basically, what is on your part? What are you doing to spread it to the grassroots level so that more people can play?
Okay. The Young Australia is a whole over 30 countries coming. Yes, mainly from the Asian countries because they're closer to us. But in Europe, badminton is very big too. But in terms of grassroots, because the fact that it's like in Australia, it's a lot of training opportunities to play against the international level. So it's very exciting. It's very good grassroots, without them having to go overseas, right?
What are the development projects that Badminton Australia is undertaking to promote it more to the younger generation, the young people, other than Asian or Chinese?
Okay. Any development, as you know, all depends on Sports Commission funding. Sports Commission for badminton at this stage is low, but they are, having said that, they are increasing quite a bit. The other funding that we are getting a lot from badminton sport is called multiculturalism and integration. The Australian government has seen this sport as something that integrates the many cultures coming in. It's one of the world sports, badminton. So it's easy for people to get together, play the sport, and socially integrate. And the Australian government in this sport can deliver integration.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but in the Philippines, badminton is a very popular social sport. Well, they play competitively, but in terms of international competition, they don't really excel. Filipinos don't really excel. In this case, what needs to be done so there is a game?
Okay, yeah. Philippines and Australia are in similar situation where a lot of people play, even in Australia, there's a lot of people that play this sport. But again, the fact that it's not popular of the time game, unlike Malaysia, China, India, some of Korea, and everything. So, the very basic problem Philippines are going to say that our national players are not full-time. They have to work. They have to work and train in between work. Whereas if you're a Malaysian player, you are not only full-time, you are paid very well. You are professional, professional player. So we will suffer in that sense until the time when you can afford to pay full-time players, then you always be a semi-professional, semi-amateur.
Obviously, it means that there's no professional level at this time.
Yes, not of the players. All our national players, none of them receive any salary. So it's all on the and we do have some funding for the just like us. They heavily rely so most of our national players are still relying on their parents and their friends to support them.
Sydney is once more the host of this Australian International Open in the past few years. And is there any apprehension that just like any sports activities, it will go to Melbourne, which is known as the sports capital of Australia?
Yes, certainly. Badminton Australia and anyone who wants to make it in badminton, national sport, are all in Melbourne. Sydney, through Destination New South Wales, has seen the value of the tournament, and they have, they have invested in this tournament like Sydney, and it looks like it will be for a long time.
For instance, it generates some interest. I live in Sydney. Where's the best place to play the game? Are there good courts here in Sydney? Around Sydney?
Okay, Sydney suffers from the problem of lack of facilities, and the reason I was saying Victoria and Melbourne are where the national sport are and where most of the badminton players are is because the government of Victoria, we invest in a lot of badminton facilities for the sport, so we are lucky in Victoria, are lucky to have all that. Whereas Sydney, unfortunately, the property price or the council or whatever, the badminton community here seems to be not assisted as much to have facilities. So Sydney suffer from having lack of badminton facilities. But having said that, every little school hall that have 1 or 2 courts, it's all booked up from what I understand. And you only got one center, which is at the Olympic Park. That's really the only major badminton dedicated facility. Whereas in Melbourne, there's about 20 dedicated badminton facilities.
But is Badminton Australia investing on facilities in Sydney?
Oh no, badminton Australia can't. It's not. Yeah, it's not. We can't see to invest in badminton Australia program funding team. It's really for the national team, bring the national team high as possible in Commonwealth Games, Olympics, and that's all. So it's not. So it's really the state body. Each state has to work hard with their local government to find facilities for the grassroots. And I know the president here is trying very hard in New South Wales, trying very hard to get government people to support.
You answered my next question. So the NSSW government is doing so much for the development of the game.
That's right. We are trying, hopefully with the Australian Open here now being a permanent home.
When you say permanent home, how many years is a permanent home?
At this stage, I would say at least 6 to 8 years.
6 to 8 years. It's quite long enough. And this is held every year, right? And there's a increasing number of participants, right?
Yes, this is held every year. This year is how I say, it's second highest level, which is 180,000 the world scheme. This is the second highest prize money category. Next year, because of what we done last year and the value that this sport has brought to destination New South Wales, we have over 100 million people watching, that they have invested even more. So next year we are at the top, we have been promoted to the top level, offering 750,000
next year. I suppose the ultimate goal is for Australia to have a gold medal in the Olympics. When do you think this will happen, or if it will ever happen?
We never say never. Well, as I say, until we are able to have professional badminton team, which means the whole entire, like a swimming or some of those professional leagues, until players are fully professional and are paid at the professional level, then certainly our athletes are very high standard. It's all about training and we can access all those facilities. Just having the ability to have full-time badminton.
But isn't it badminton is already included in the AIS, I suppose? Yeah, right, Masha?
No, badminton is not in the AIS.
Oh,
that's right. No, that's right. That's what I'm saying. AIS means you are full-time. AIS means they cover everything. Badminton is, like I said, every national player in our sport work full-time somewhere or study full-time. They don't play full-time.
And that's difficult.
That's right. If you don't do full-time, imagine the cricket team, every member of the cricket squad has to be a waiter or work in the garage or an engineer. You won't get the cricket team that you are now. So it's the same thing. If you're not full-time player, you only play in between work and in between sleep. You can't beat the Chinese or the Malaysian or the Danish or the English who are full-time players who earn $1 million a year playing badminton. So you can't.
Anyway, thank you.
That's right. No problem.